Hi everyone, it's Erin, and I am going to be demonstrating the features of webwhiteboard.com. This is an application that I've heard of in the past. I attempted to use it in one small group, but I haven't really done much with it since. So it's been around, I think on the website it said for about 10 years. So to access Web Whiteboard, you would just go to webwhiteboard.com. And it's going to bring you to this screen. So it says it advertises Web Whiteboard as giving people instant access and ease of use to collaborate together, whether you're on the phone with a friend and want to kind of brainstorm ideas together. You could just simply open up a web whiteboard, send them the link, and you can collaborate together. So we're going to take a look at how we could use that in the educational setting. Um, as far as logging in, the only way that you would need to log in is if you create an account. I did not create an account because when we talk about the price, Web Whiteboard is completely free. You don't have to have a login to use it unless you would like your whiteboards to be permanent, therefore being able to access them in the future. In the free version, you are able to create a whiteboard and it lasts for 21 days, so about 3 weeks. If you would like for them to be permanent again, you would have to sign up for a monthly fee of $8 per month. And that's all under the frequently asked questions section here. They kind of refer to themselves as a freemium service. It's mostly free, but if you pay a premium, you can get a little bit more. But there wasn't any need for me to sign up for the paid service. Moving on to the services that it provides, I'm actually going to go ahead and create my whiteboard. So all you have to do is click Create Free Whiteboard. Up here in the corner, you will see it's a free board. It says it expires in 21 days. If you'd like to make it permanent, it prompts you to create an account and sign up for the monthly payment. This little post-it note, they call it, says this is a shared online whiteboard. Anyone with this link can draw and write with you. So right there is the link. You could copy and paste that and send it out in a chat box, sorry. If you were in an online environment, let's say your LMS system didn't have an interactive whiteboard, or students were working together and didn't have access to an interactive whiteboard, they could easily just hop on here, create a whiteboard, and begin working together. So we're going to take a look at some of the features first, and then I'm going to show what the collaboration aspect would look like. Pretty much everything on here is just your basic interactive whiteboard. You have your different color pencils that you can write with, very thin lines. You've got the thicker markers, they're the ones I tend to use, an eraser to erase everything. You could also just click Clear Board. Here's the one thing that I would be nervous about, but also, I'd be pretty nervous about it, is that if a student, anyone who's collaborating on the board, would click Clear Board, it pops up, are you sure you want to clear everything because it can't be undone? And then if you click OK, then everything, all of the work, everyone's work would disappear and you can't get it back. Another feature is typing. So you can send anything that you want, right? Hello. I couldn't figure out how to change the size of the text, so that was one thing that I would kind of like. You can also click on the box, move that anywhere you'd like on the screen. The same thing works for those post-it notes. Type in here, notes, notes, notes. Right. And then you can move the post-it notes anywhere on the screen you'd like. So I thought, as far as using the table and the different modes of collaboration, this definitely could be used for brainstorming. Students could work together to create a web of ideas, organize their ideas on a topic, think about, oh, okay, we need to do this project. Let's all post what we're thinking and kind of see if there's any common ground that we can build off of. And another thing, the last thing is just the hand. The hand lets you move. Actually, I'm not sure what that's doing. I think if I move this one down further. Nope, I couldn't figure out what the hand was for earlier either. So those are just the basic functions. They have the undo, the redo, all of that. I'm going to go ahead and clear the board again. Maybe. There we go. And what I'm going to do is I want to share this board. So to just share the board, I clicked on New Board because I deleted the post-it that had the link to the whiteboard. I'm going to take this link and I'm going to copy it, and actually in class, and I think I can do it in an online setting. I think that the easiest way in an online setting would just be to plop it into the chat box and they could click on that and open the interactive whiteboard. I'm going to create a QR code quickly so I can access it on a tablet, which would be nice as well for any student who has access to their phone or a tablet can open up the interactive whiteboard. I'm going to wait for that to open. Hopefully I can be a student and write at the same time. So this pen you're going to see, and what I could picture myself doing in a lesson to focus on problem solving or demonstrating mastery that's listed in the table on 5.3 as well. I would have students, besides brainstorming, they could work together to solve problems. I could assign them a different color. Let's say one person has to be the black, one person has to be blue, one person has to be the red marker, and the other person would be green. Therefore, I could know who was contributing what. I would, let's say I put a post-it note with a problem. We'll go back to my volume problem. You have a cereal box that has a length of 10 inches, a width of 4 inches, and a height of 13 inches. Draw and label your cereal box and find the volume. So I could have this post-it note posted on my interactive whiteboard with a problem. Oops, I'll undo that. I want to undo. Okay, I'll exit that. This post-it note really wants to be there. All right, we'll leave it there. I'm not sure why that's not going away. Oh, it was delayed. There we go. Just having a little bit of a delay. So as a student on my tablet, I scanned that QR code that I created quickly and opened up the whiteboard. So hopefully this shows up. I feel like I'm having a lot of a delay. All right, sorry guys. Hopefully the stopping isn't messing up with my video, but I was having a little technical difficulty with my iPad. So I have successfully joined the whiteboard, and if I were a student, I'm going to be a green student. I could draw my cereal box. Oh, not doing a great job. Label it with a length, width, and height. And I could show my work for finding the volume. I would do 10 times 4 times 3 to get my volume of 120 inches cubed. Now as far as labeling, kind of making the groups, I could also see myself when creating the board. I would probably section it off into the number of people in a group. Oof, doing a poor job of doing that. There's where my hand comes into play. Oh, all right, hand. This hand does not want to work for me. And I would maybe type in each student's name. So we could have a Tom, put our Rosie here, and so on. So that way that person could join in and type in their own, that person could join in and do their own kind of creation in their section. And it would be nice for me to log in, go back to that site and see what the students are working on later. The one thing that some people might be curious about would be the features, how private it is. Anyone that has the website or QR code for this can log in. The only way to make it private and create a password would be to have the premium subscription. So real quick, that was just how I could see myself using it in an online setting. I would hope that maybe in school we have, a rule where, ask 3 before me, try to get them to work collaboratively before automatically wanting to run to the teacher. I think it would be awesome to use this tool for students to collaborate outside of class if they have a question, and encourage them to ask their peers before maybe coming to the teacher. Another way Another thing that I wanted to point out is that Dickers, Whiteside, and Lewis define social presence as creating meaningful and significant online learning experiences, and having participants take an active role in their own and their peers' construction of knowledge. So I think using this for problem solving and brainstorming in an online setting would be great. The ease of access and not having to log in, it really does let you open it up and create a whiteboard in under 20 seconds is what they pride themselves on. So I think that for brainstorming, problem solving, and demonstrating mastery, this would be a great tool. And I would use it mostly for creating either multiple whiteboards with problems on them, or having small groups work on a problem, and then I could view what each whiteboard in different tabs on my screen. That might be nice for small group work instead of trying to fit 20 students on one interactive whiteboard within Blackboard. But overall, I think that this is a pretty basic tool that's free to use and easy to use. So I could see myself using it in the classroom, in small groups, on iPads, or in an online setting. Thanks.